What's good, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. I am your host, Leon Jones. It's Sunday, August the 29th, 2016. You can also catch me on Blog Talk Radio every Saturday from 12 to 2. I am thinking about moving the show back to either 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock because all of my main callers, they're usually doing something during the afternoon. So I want to make sure that everyone gets heard when I put out this fantastic content. Please like, share, and subscribe to the 411 Talk Zone radio show on YouTube. My call-in number to my Blog Talk radio show is 215-383-5785. That's Blog Talk Radio /411 Talk Zone radio show. And if you like a topic to be discussed, I'll be happy to take your suggestion. Email me at lej6521@gmail.com. Remember to keep your comments pithy, no bloviating, if you wish to opine. Also, if you have a business, I'll be happy to put that out on the air. Just leave your information. My email address that I just gave you. Make sure all of your information is crisp, clean, clear, and concise. That way I can send it out to everybody to find your business. Now, on to the topic. I'm just going to talk about social media for a short time, because I think individuals, particularly the younger generation, maybe some of the older generation, we've taken this YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr way out of context. Okay. Everybody's talking about the Wigtown movement, crystalline kerosene. Look, listen. At the end of the day, I know when I put up a YouTube video, I'm just giving you my point of view. And I see particularly a number of the females and some of the males, but I see it more with the females. They're taking it way too seriously. I mean, they're enraged. For goodness sakes, it's YouTube. Social media should be used to teach, send information out. So I can learn from you, you can learn from me. I can remember back in the 90s, early 2000s, the 80s, we didn't have a platform like this. Hell, I can even go back as far as having ABC, NBC, CBS. We lived in Baltimore, we could only get channels 2, 11, and 13. Washington, channels 4, 5, 7, and 9. But after a while, what has taken place for the last week, I just want to tell everybody, brothers and sisters, step back, let it go. I mean, I made a video assessing the situation, but at the end of the day, here's what's going on, and you brothers need to know this. All you're doing when you keep criticizing Miss Kerosene, not that she didn't deserve what she got for doing the same thing to us, but here's what you're doing. You're just giving her power to gain more views and subscribers. And you're doing that to the Veganator as well. I didn't subscribe to the Veganator's channel, and I'm not going to. I haven't subscribed to Kristen Kerosene's channel. See, at the end of the day, I can tell you from my perspective, it's not my life. I got a business to run. I go to college at night. I already have 2 master's degrees. One's in civil engineering, one's in critical infrastructure systems. I'm also a 17-year Navy veteran. But I chose this platform so I can interact with the current topics that are taking place. But I don't take it seriously. Just like Facebook, I use it for a marketing tool. This is one of the reasons why you don't hear me cursing, using the B word, arguing. Because if anybody leaves a comment from something I said, depending on how it's stated, particularly if I don't know you and you don't have a face, I may or may not answer your comment. But if you leave a comment and you're sincere, I'll answer it to the best of my ability. If you don't like my comment, by all means, you don't have to come to my page. You don't even have to watch my channel. But what I've seen in my last 5 years of YouTube, so many individuals acting like children. We should be adults, particularly us black folk. It's one of the reasons we can't have a community. We don't know how to have a dialogue with one another. We don't connect the dots. We blame each other. I got it. But it's going to keep on happening because at this point, no matter how many solutions I give or so many other brothers or so many other sisters give, the community is not going to change. You know why? Because as black folk, most of us like drama. We do. That's stimulating. Instead of picking up a book, learning some mathematics, some economics, politics, what we should be doing. We could tell you all the characters in some of Tyler Perry's movies, but we can't take an integral and find a solution in the calculus problem. One thing I want to tell everybody that you should do, prioritize. If you're getting overbearing with YouTube, where your attitude is such that you have threats of murdering somebody, which there have been, trying to find somebody's information because you don't like what they said, two things should happen. First one, and it's important, you should get off YouTube. Calm yourself down. See, what I try to do with my channel, I'm not going to bash black women or black men because I'm black. We already struggle hard enough. But what I will do is just give you a suggestion on how to correct the behavior. I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. But the worst thing that is difficult being on YouTube is the number of individuals that can't connect dots, don't stay on the topic, the trolls, the lack of research that people do. And I see more emotion, and this is what's wrong with us black people. I don't put out content using emotion. I base it off of facts. And if I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. But what we are doing, for the most part, we're taking this YouTube way too serious. I'm going to be coming up with another channel called the 411 Business Channel, and most of my content is going to be about business, taxes, economics. I'm not going to do too much on the so-called YouTube events. When it comes to current events, yes, they're going to be controversial, but I'm going to be working on the election, talking about government, but it's not going to be integrated with drama, because too many black folk like drama. That's black men and black women of modern day. I'm seeing it from both sides. And let me tell you, brothers, Everybody went on this young lady. But at the end of the day, what did you gain from it? Not a damn thing. It's entertainment. But what I suggest everybody to do is sit back, ask yourself, what's priority in life? YouTube, or being a real citizen? Because at the end of the day, when I turn off this camera, I'm in the real world. I go to work, I come home, I do what needs to be done to make sure my life is in order. And that's what you should do too. It's a good venue. But if you use it in an incorrect manner, it's not going to help you. And I tell you, with net neutrality that Obama has put in, government regulations, you have to be very careful what you say on YouTube, particularly if you're trying to find a place to work, because they can look on your Facebook page, your YouTube page, to see what you're saying, because they want to make sure that you are the kind of person to fit in their organization. I know I am. I'm going to hire people. Because you have a lot of individuals that aren't wrapped too tight out there. That's men and women. So in the interim, I'm just suggesting all of you. It's great to have a platform, but at the end of the day, particularly what went on with the miscarriage situation, as brothers, we didn't win the Lombardi Trophy. And to me, it's a dead issue. With the boycott movement, it's a dead issue. I always say, let's step into the real world. That's where you find your real success. YouTube is a venue for most people to go, and I guarantee you there are a number of individuals up here who don't have a job. They're on YouTube all day. I always tell you, the better organized your life is, the happier you are. Just had somebody that left me an email, and I gave him some advice on where he should go. His name was Jeff. I was happy to give him some information. Suggested what he had to do, and the first thing I always tell him and anybody else is write down something you have so you can build off of it. I like the YouTube platform, but remember, I know a number of you, YouTube is free. See, people like me have blog talk radio shows. I mean, I could go to Vimeo or Daily Notion. You got to pay for that. So when you're paying for something, you want to put good content out. And as a businessman, I always put good content out. But I'm not going to put any content out that I believe is going to be detrimental to me or anybody else. I just want everybody to just take a step back and enjoy what you put out. People will listen to you. But stop getting offended over people's opinions, because that's all it is. You have personal opinions, you have factual opinions. But if you let it go to your head, you're going to be enraged. And this is why you see all the emotion, particularly on the female side of the house. Not that you don't see it on the male side of the house either, but I see it more on the female side. It's got to stop. This isn't a rant. This is just giving you an idea. Don't take it so seriously sometimes. Put the issues out there. Individuals don't like your content. And that's male or female, particularly in the black community. You don't have to respond to their comment. There are individuals up here all over. And I actually look at other information besides what goes on the drama side. I look at business, electronics. That's what I use YouTube for. And that's what I try to parallel my channel under. But it's very difficult to market that to African Americans when many of you don't care about computers, business. You like the drama. But I'm going to tell you this. Me, Leon Jones, I'm not going to give you the drama. This is why, again, you don't hear me bashing black women. I don't have to. There are a number of people doing that. I love my black women. I don't have to bash women. I feel good about myself. Now, if the women have said something wrong and they can't back it up, that's when I'm going to interject and give you my analysis. But other than that, once I finish making this video, I turn the camera off. I'm getting ready for bed because I know I have to go to work tomorrow. I manage highway construction projects. That's what I enjoy doing. But I do get out of the community and I enjoy talking to people. I'm a Mason. I'm also in a fraternity. I have my credentials as well. Like I said, I have an undergraduate degree from Temple University in Civil Engineering Technology. I have 2 master's degrees from New Jersey Institute of Technology. One's in civil engineering, one's in critical infrastructure systems, and I also spent 17 years in the military. But what's clear to me is I have my priorities. I know where they are. You know, all this interracial dating, who cares? I mean, I know why some of the brothers are upset, but we do the same thing too. That's right. We throw it in the black woman's face too. My synopsis is, you like who you like. Because I'll tell you one thing, white people are no better than I am. They may think it, but they're not. I just want everybody to take a moment, enjoy what you do it right, market yourself. You can go places if you utilize YouTube right, any type of social media. We don't need drama. You can watch the have and have-nots every Tuesday. You can watch Scandal. Some other shows. It's where you find the drama. But too many of us black people are living in drama. We're taking everything seriously. And we'll never get out of our rut unless we change our mindset. And we call the black community. We really don't have a black community because we don't own anything in the black community. It's government run. We just have people that inhabit the so-called black community. But that's all I want to say on this matter. Just want everybody to slow down. Don't be so serious, irate over individuals' comments. I mean, in our community, both black men and black women have wronged one another, and it's particularly the ones in the ghetto. And I want everybody to understand that that's who we really are talking about. But your good black men and black women, they're not getting shot up. It's the ones in the hood. And it's not all the ones in the hood, because everybody in the hood is not bad either. Everybody in the suburbs is not good. Your attitude and your actions dictate where you're going to go in life. If you walk through life not caring about yourself, nobody else is going to care about you. So on that note, you all to be good to one another. Thank you for listening to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. I'm your host, Leon Jones. Just remember, be blessed for what you have. Don't worry about what you don't have. The sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. Take a step back. Be good to one another. I'm out.